Hey everyone. Let's just see. Yep, you should be able to see me now. Who can see and hear me? Let me just check the mic volume. Yep. Great. So, can you guys see me? Waving up here. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me there. So today I'll be working on the YF-12 and I'll be doing some work here. We've got to rig the model and then we've got to build a scene around it. And you guys are going to help me choose and decide what we're going to do with it. So we're going to make it either, I'm thinking either, maybe I'll run a poll and we'll do either a firing a missile or something like that, or we can do something landing on an airbase or taking off or something like that. So it's you guys today that I really want to have a chat to. So I can see the chat here in the corner of the screen, and you guys let me know what I should do. But first of all, also let me know where everybody's from. So today. Okay. I'll let the chat catch up because you are a little bit delayed. So this is the model that we have here today. And I might, we're going to start rigging this model. So I'll just see if we might have another one that we can use. It's probably just a little bit better. Not this one. Let's do the flying one, this one. So I can do a 3D model of Area 51. Get a height map and make it Area 51. Yeah, potentially. That's a pretty good idea. Let's just get rid of this. Just make it just a standard white background, and we'll get rid of these clouds that we can see here. I can never find the clouds. Oh, now I definitely can't find the cloud. Oh, there they are. Why can't I select the cloud? Okay, there we go. Clouds are gone. So we can just focus on this. Hello from Portugal. We've got someone from San Diego, Clarksville, Indiana. That's great to see. Hello from Adelaide. Make it drop a nuke. That's a pretty good idea. We can do all sorts of things. So this is, if you don't know, the YF-12 was the sort of fighter interceptor bomber version of the SR-71. So it's not a spy plane. It's sort of a bomber plane. And so we've got these like bomber bay doors here that we can use where it can launch missiles and stuff like that. And then these ones here are for the landing. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start the rigging here together. And you guys can get sort of a good idea of how sort of the process is. Because right now the model doesn't animate. And we want to like set up these ailerons. We want to set up the these. Oh, this should have... This should have... Do the SR-72s... got like the, I want to say rudders? Does it have rudders, or is it all just these flight control surfaces along the side here? Does anybody know? If someone can tell me. So how did I, someone has asked from East London, how do we manage to smooth out the edges on Python to get that nice curve? Which part on the Python? Do you mean this part here? If you see the geometry of the model, it's like, you can kind of see this. I'll put on line mode so you can see. It's, oh, okay. There we go. You can see it's fairly blocky, but what we have is a, in Blender, there is a mode to make it, this one, auto smooth. So any angle that's under 30 degrees will auto smooth and wrap around, and so that will just make objects like smoother. I got some people from Brazil as well. I'm just reading the chat. North Carolina. I love North Carolina. It's so nice there. You've never seen one of my videos whilst it's live. Well, welcome to just a casual live stream. Please do the B-12 and the P-12 and the Polaris rocket-equipped SR-71. I'll need to look up that one. Let's have a look at that in a minute. So, have a firing an airborne ICBM. Doubt the bomb bay is big enough, but it could be externally mounted. Oh, I'm sure they did. But you got to remember, this was a like deep strike sort of plane. So this was to fly into like Russia and hit a specific target, rather than being like a ICBM or launching nukes to actually destroy like a city or anything like that. The vertical stabilizers are all hovering rudders. No rudders on the vertical stabilizer. Okay, cool. So that's going to be a bit easier to do. Do the MiG-15 and do the TGVs. I'm actually going to France soon, so I'll be able to ride the TGVs, and I might do a video on them whilst I'm there, which I think would be a pretty cool thing, because then I can film it in real life. Okay, so we're going to do... I've got a little bit of a cold, so I apologize if my voice sounds a little bit strange. The music's not too loud for those people. Just let me know if the music's too loud. But now I'll get started on the rigging. So we're going to rig this plane so we can be able to control it a lot better. So this is like a control box that we're going to do first. And this is going to allow us to sort of control the plane to make sure that it's like a handle so we can grab it properly. Right, now I want to, how do I do this? I want to then also set up these surfaces. So these surfaces, are they already like accurate? These surfaces might already be rendered accurately. Does that look right? Oh, you see, okay, see how it's coming off there? If I put it into local mode. Okay, you see that? That's already accurately done. So we don't need to do a... anything necessarily specific there. So what we'll do is we'll just try this first and see if it works. We're going to set up sort of a target, and then we're going to make these things all point to said target. So we'll make sure this is flat, and we'll make sure it's far enough away. And then we're going to make this, we're going to give a constraint. We're going to go, that's particle system. Constraint. Let's try. It's either track 2 or dampen track or clamp 2. Let's try track 2. Now let's see what happens. Okay, see, it's done that. So we don't want to do that. So we just need to change it which way is up. So we're looking for the one where it looks relatively the same. The idea is that I can never get this right. It always kills me. Ah, Scrapman, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Love your videos. I like that we're always in the same, like, I do a video on something and you do a video on something, and it's kind of like, are these guys working together? But I think it's good. I think you actually creating the things and with realistic physics is a lot of fun to see if they would actually work. Because a lot of the concepts are never built for a reason. Like, they get to wind tunnel tests and then they're just like, nah, this is not going to work. This is just dumb. So... I really do enjoy your channel. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure this out, guys. I'll have to come back to this. Let me just read the chat. Yeah, have a great trip. Scrap is in the chat. Have you arrived the TGV? Is America getting high-speed rail? I think they're trying to build one between like Boston and New York, but I mean, that's where they need one. I've ridden the train there. It's very nice, but... An air-to-air nuke could be used to take out a whole squadron of Soviet fighters or bombers. Yeah, that could be a good idea. High poly or low poly? This is actually quite a low poly model, so I don't want to get people up close to it. So how do I have 300,000 subscribers and only 100 people watching? That's a great question. How is it that some of my videos only get 80,000 views, but I have 300,000 people watching? 300,000 people subscribe. That's YouTube for you. It's a mystery. Maybe they're all fake. Maybe I've only got 100 real people, and you're all here right now, and the rest are all bots. I mean, that's what Elon Musk or something wants to do with Twitter, right? He wants to get rid of all the bots or something. I got my coffee, so No, this is the YF-12, so it's the fighter jet version. I say fighter jet loosely. It was like bomber, sort of interceptor and stuff like that. And we're just rigging it today. And so I'm just trying to get this set up so it actually, it's actually pointing to this thing here. Target is local space. Just trying to figure this out where it actually... Oh, it's being such a pain. Okay, well, we won't do it this way then. It was a bit disappointing in that, but let me just see. If anybody's a Blender expert and can tell me why I'm getting this part wrong. Because we just want to get it... right. Let's see, what other constraints do we have? Stretch 2, there's locked track, dampened track. So let's do locked track to this one, and we want to go... I don't want it to move. There we go, the locked axes. So the axis is X. We want it to stay locked on the X axis, and the idea is that it should... be able to control it. Now, I apologize, everybody. I'm just trying to find which one it is. Maybe clamp 2. I'll just read the chat. Yeah, Elon Musk. They just finished... I just saw on TikTok that Elon Musk just finished like another part of the Las Vegas loop, like the boring machine. Which is just a bit confusing because it's like, why not just build a metro in Las Vegas? Why are they building like a weird Tesla tunnel thing? Apparently because it's cheaper, but it just sounds like it can only transport 2,000 people per hour, which is very small for like an underground thing. So what is this? This is I'm making an animation for a Found and Explained video if you're new to this and you don't know what I'm doing. So this is the YF... the YF-12. So it was the experimental version of the... it was an experimental fighter jet version of... They actually built it, of the SR-72, which is, I believe, one of the fastest... The fastest production plane ever built. I know there have been faster planes, but this is the fastest one that was built. Yeah, so... Soviets had anti-ballistic missile ground-to-air nukes. Yeah, they did actually have that. Yeah, YF-12 has joined the chat. Yes, welcome. He's doing good. Yeah. Yep, there is an A-12. So the A-12 is the experimental one-seater version of the SR-72, whilst the YF had 2 seats and had like a person to fire the missiles instead of like a spy. So yeah, this is behind the scenes, and we're sort of just rigging this jet today. And I'm just fiddling with this thing, which is being very annoying. Clamp to this empty. Doesn't want to select this empty. I don't know why. But I really do want to get onto this so we can do the fun part. Dampen track. I know we can do dampen track, but it's kind of dumb, dampen track. I don't want to do this the other way. So the other way of doing it is really painful, and it's what I originally thought we would have to do. But this is already like aligned perfectly, so I don't want to have to set it up. But if we do, let's just try this one. Track 2, limit rotation, limit scale, limit distance. I'm pretty sure it's track 2. So we want the... We want X to be up. No, we don't want X to be up. We want... We want Z to be up, and we want the axes to track on the X axes. So why are you doing the owner local space? No. The target is local. No. World space. World space. Local space. Negative X. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, but that's not going to have any impact if we do it like that. Oh, it's bothering me. Okay, well, let's go on to something a bit more funner then. Let's sort of just set up the scene whilst we can come back to this another time. So for this scene here, I've already got the fighter jet moving. So what we'll do first is we'll set up the actual world around it, and we're going to load in a HDRI. So I've got all these different sort of HDRIs that we use for different backgrounds. Now, this is not the end-all background. It's like the base background that we're going to be using today. Am I going to animate the intake cones? I'm not sure where the intake cones are. Do you mean... Oh, it's a bit slow. Do you mean these things here? These here? I mean, they're not, you know, from the distance away that we're going to see it, we're not really going to see these sort of cones here very well, but there will be like sort of this fire behind it and stuff like that. So basically, we'll do a missile launching out of here. So I think I've got a missile already. So let's just make a new thing here on the side, a new little folder to stick it in, and then we'll go File, Append in. Now I have like this is, if you want to see like everything, if you pause and read this now, if you can zoom it in, there is a lot of sort of 3D models that I have a lot of, but we're looking for sort of templates, and then I've got props, and then I've got weapons, and then we've got a torpedo, a Russian hypersonic missile. And is this a... I don't know if this is a... Oh, that's like a... that's like an old-fashioned World War II sort of era. Oh, it doesn't have to be necessarily World War II, but that's not something that it would be carrying, is it? So... Yeah, let's see. Okay. Something like 2 feet. Can you adjust this for joining sticker? Aircraft flight dust and the camera looks up and below and see really nice. I've already done that for the afterburners. So if anybody's interested, I'll just show you what I've already done. So I'll just give you a little mini video, flying 3D. So this is what I've already made for this project. So I've already got like plenty of sort of dust and stuff like that. Yeah, we're just got to try and figure out what exactly missiles that they would be carrying and stuff like that. There's not a word to describe how much you like my videos. Thank you, Agatha. I really appreciate you saying that. Excuse me, my nose is a little bit runny right now. So. Yeah, it would be... we're definitely looking for something that is... something that's like, it would be a hypersonic one. I don't want to use the Russian hypersonic missile that I've got, because it's not going to look sort of exactly right. I don't want there to be like a Russian missile being launched from an American plane. So we'll try and find something that's sort of a little bit better. And when this finishes, then you've got a little preview. So that's what I've made so far. So we're looking now for something a little bit more dynamic, where the plane itself is actually like launching and dropping a missile. So we're not going to use this one. And now I'm going to show you a little trick. We're going to go... let's see if we can find a missile. Let's go to... I like going to Sketchfab. So Sketchfab, they have like some free 3D models that you can download, and we'll look for... Let's just type in hypersonic first of all, just to see what we can get. And we've got the SR-72 there. Oh, the wave heavy hypersonic. Now I'll just make sure that this is the same thing, so I can still see the chat. There you guys are. Oh, thank you for all the compliments about my channel, putting in so much effort. Yeah, I do put in a lot of effort. I was up till 1 a.m. last night working on it. Try the AIM-47 Falcon missile. Would this one be... Oh, you're right. Okay. Well, let's see what this looks like. If not, we might have to model it if we can't find it already around somewhere. Okay, let's go CG Trader. So generally, look, this is a little bit cheap. Normally, we do a lot of modeling for the channel for like the main things. But if like a 3D model already exists, so if I type this in and I go 3D model into Google. Oh, it's bringing up the Millennium Falcon. No, I don't want the I don't want the Millennium Falcon thing right now. That's so annoying. Maybe we just get rid of the word Falcon. Oh, the IM-47's a gun? Why is it saying AK-47? So maybe we just go AK. Okay. Missile. No, and you just realized that I can't say missile. Okay, I think that's something we can easily do together. So let's just make a quick missile. This does look familiar. The SR's missile packing sibling. See, this is someone's already done a video on it, which is quite good. And that's what it looks like when it gets launched. That is cool. So that's what we're going to recreate today. I think that would be very, very cool. So I'm going to keep this on the side, and we'll have this able to come back to. But we'll go in now. We'll just sort of set up that scene. So, okay. I'm going to see if we can see this AIM-47. Here we go. So, which one was it? It's this one. Here is it. So, this person's already made them in Indonesia. That's always nice. It's like a missile pack, which would be nice because there's no need to like recreate the it from scratch. Okay, let's have a quick look. What's this? $61. And that's the 54C, but it looks like that. That's expensive. $61 for something that's just like, I guess you're paying for the texture or something like that. I think we just make it together, guys, because if it's not here. So we'll just save this image. And we're going to do some 3D modeling. Who's excited to do? Yay, 3D modeling. Woohoo! So we'll just disable all of that. Are these still there? Oh, thank you so much, Bradshaw. I appreciate the $5 donation. Thank you. That pays for my coffee today, so thank you. I'll just catch up with the chat for a second. As Phoenix is a high-speed target, so an F-15 carrying one. Gives interesting videos. Look at something. Yeah, so basically a lot of people have been taking the liberty, and this is the guys, you'll see they're not wearing the proper like SR 72 like uniforms, but I figured that if they're inside of the plane, no one's gonna see them, but I just colored them orange. Okay, so we're gonna bring in a image as a plane, and it's gonna be the one that we just got. This one. Scale. I'll just scale it the other way. Oh. What have I done wrong here? Why am I... It's like backwards and upside down. Scale. I. No. Scale. I don't know why it's reversed. What have I done wrong here? There we go. Okay. So, we're going to do this one together. So, we'll start off here, and we're going to do a cylinder. And we'll make the cylinder... We'll give it 60. We'll give it a lot of... Well, it doesn't need to have so many. We'll give it 60. I like 60. And then we're going to rotate that. And we'll just now go into this mode. We probably could just do this. So... Oh, someone just graduated high school. Oh, the coffee today is an oat latte. I drink, it's my coffee of choice at the moment, but I'll be going to Europe soon where they don't have really oat lattes. Well, I think this is me being very subjective, but I feel like that Amsterdam, like Netherlands has very good coffee, but then it's hard to find good coffee for me personally in Italy and Spain. I guess London will have good coffee, but then the rest of England is a little bit, they're big tea drinkers. They're not, and that's okay. I think Scandinavia's got good coffee and Poland's got good coffee, but it's hard to find. Whilst in Australia, it's like on every corner shop. A lot of people don't know this, but Australia actually, Starbucks went bankrupt in Australia. Well, it didn't go bankrupt. They had to shut down over 100 stores because Australians do not like the coffee here. Australians don't like Starbucks here because there's a lot of sugar. Okay, so we'll drag this out. So this is how you do it. So this goes all the way out there. And then we go all the way to there. And then we're going to go... So that's... Oh. Why is that an option? That always kills me when, like, it's like, oh, this is how it works. And you're like, no, I want to select all of the vertices. All of the vertices. And then we'll go to that point there. Why have I got... Actually, hold on, guys. Why is there two different ones? Which one? Is it the top or the bottom one? Yeah. Download Blender. Blender's great. If you want to get good at Blender, do the donut tutorial that's on Blender. Blender is for free. So it's the most powerful free program I've ever seen in my life. Danish coffee is excellent. I will go to Denmark as well. I make a lot of my coffees at home as well. Hey, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for coming, King Key. It was nice to see you. Thank you. The cylinder you're starting from Konsui looks like expanding rod warhead most air missiles. Okay. Okay, so let's do this properly. So basically, we're gonna now do Control R. So we're gonna sort of separate this along sort of the stem. So we've got some things to do here. Right. Why can I not see that in that mode? Then we're going to grab these and we're going to merge these all to the center. And I know you're probably thinking like, wow, that doesn't look round at all. But what we can do is... Can I do it this way? No. Okay. We're going to make that go down first and then we'll expand that out and then we'll just merge that at the center there. But then we can do this and we can bevel it in such a way where it doesn't do that. That's terrible. Okay, so let's do that and now let's bevel that. Okay, what are we doing here? Come on. There we go. Because it's quite a rounded corner at the end, isn't it? So how would I do a rounded corner? Move this one to make it a little bit more scaled up, so we'll just squash it a bit like that. And just move it a bit more up and then stretch it out. There we go, it's a bit better. And then this part here we will actually I'll delete that and then I'll just do this and I'll expand it out because I'm not happy with it. And there we go, and then expand that out, and then we'll just merge that to the center there. There we go. Okay, so now we've got sort of the basic cylinder of the missile done. Let's now do the sides. So for the sides, I'm gonna do we'll do a cube, and we'll, oh, no, we won't do that tool. We'll move the cube here, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm in the correct mode. I don't know why I'm not selecting everything. And we're going to move this part here and this part here. Because it's going to go inside, we don't have to worry too much about it like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very basic. Although, is there some sort of thing here? Let's just have a look. I'm a bit confused about what it actually looks like. So it's like it sticks out and then it goes up and around like that. Okay, so it's not a hole or anything. So it goes the whole thing, but then there is that gap there. So I'll just have a read of the thing. So Milo chocolate powdered milk. I'm making a missile today. Steel rods weld together at opposite ends, expanding in a big jagged circle. Good for cutting plumbing lines and opening fuel tanks. The gunships. Well, actually, I did a video in partnership with Pilot Photog all about air tankers. So you can go check it out on his channel. That's Pilot Photog. How much he puts in the video is amazing. Thank you. It's inspiring to small creators like you. Hey, I was a small creator as myself 3 years ago. Didn't have a YouTube channel. So here we are. Actually, I did have a YouTube channel, but I didn't own it. It was owned by somebody else. So, best animated content. Thank you so much. Look, I don't say that I have a huge amount of content and stuff like that compared to some other people. You know, some other channels do some incredible work, but I thank you all the same. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to do here. Now we'll do another cube here at the end. And this is just to get the basic shape right. And then this one's going to be like that. And that's pretty much it. So now we'll take this object that we've made and we're going to rotate. We're going to make sure we're on global and medium point. I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees. Now we've got it so we can do the back of it. And so we'll just choose this one here. This will be the back here. And it's time to do these two now. So these ones are going to be like much more narrower. I think they should be like that, and then the tops of them should be done like that. So what we're going to do is that we're going to merge these two into the same thing, so I can select them both at the same time, and we're going to select both their top angles. Then we're going to go bevel, and we're going to just want to make sure that this is actually just a rounded corner on top. Then we're going to go Shift D, rotate it by 90, then we're going to stick it there. Shift D, rotate it by 90, stick it there. Shift D, rotate it by 90, stick it there. Okay, so then we've got like sort of the basic. You can see the missiles now starting to take place. So then we'll add in some now detail for the actual rocket part. So for this rocket part here, we want to just select this face and we're going to insert it. What does it actually look like on the back? Can we get a picture of what the missile looks like at the rear? I can just get an idea. I think it's just going to look like what a missile would look like. So something like that. That looks cool. Maybe it should be bright orange. What do you reckon? Should we make it bright orange? You guys let me know in the thing. I'm glad that my videos make you happy, because these videos make me happy, so I'm really glad that you guys get to enjoy it. Yeah, we could definitely have a photo of them inside the cockpit. I'm thinking of going like really crazy and actually doing some motion capture. I was thinking about getting one of those motion capture suits where I could like set up and do things like that. Okay, well look, I think it's just going to be a generic sort of tube at the back here, because they don't look like they're really what the rear of a missile looks like. This is going to be useful. We can use this. Well, because we'll be doing the texturing in a minute. like this. And then we'll go insert. And then we'll go downwards like that. And what we'll do is that we'll grab these things here. And we'll go into this mode. We'll go up above. We'll make sure we're in this thing here. And we'll... I don't want to, because I'm controlling all of them like that. I want to just... Okay, I think we'll just do this. Down and just push it inside. And then I want to do the same thing again. We're down to the same level. And then we'll just push them away. Oh, because nobody can see them. It doesn't really matter as long as the angle is right. And that's a little bit like they're supposed to be flat, but are people going to be angry in the comments about me for not making them 100% flat? Maybe. Okay, maybe you're right. You guys will get upset with me if I make the missiles not flat, so I'll just do it that way. Just push them back so there's more room in the tube. And I think we're ready to just move on to texturing because, to be honest, the plane doesn't, this doesn't need some crazy texture. So we'll copy this as a texture and we'll do Photopea. There's a great website where we do textures. So we'll do a new project. We'll do 2000 by 2000 pixels. And we'll grab this as the thing, and then we'll see what other textures can we get of the missile. We're looking for pictures, high quality pictures of the missile. This one looks cool. This is the aim for Falcon, and see how this is like sideways. But do we want it to be orange? Did we make a decision about whether or not it should be orange? The rest would be white with a yellow stripe for the warhead, which was not at the front, and a brown stripe for the motor. The stripes indicate the types of explosives. Where would the stripes be exactly? Because this one's just white with the text written on it. Okay, so like this. So like this one here. So we have... And it goes in a bit there as well. I would like to do that. Okay, well, we'll just copy that as the actual design. And then I'll show you some tricks to do everything. So, we select this, and this is a lovely little missile. There we go. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Well, oh, hold on. What's going on with the front? They're kind of rounded. So I have missed just this section here. What I'll do is we'll just bevel this part here, and then we'll texture it, and then we'll get it into scene. Oh, that's being a bit annoying, isn't it? It's added extra geometry there. Why is it added? Oh, it's fine. Okay, so, and then we go here, normals, auto smooth, and then we go shade smooth. So now, it looks like this, great. All right, time to texture. So, what we'll do is, actually, I'll use this whole thing, we'll just join that as one object, and we'll just line it up with our rocket that we've got here, just our rough rocket, and we'll just do like that, and then we will now just line up which sections we want. So get that there, then we'll go all the way down it. So we'll grab that. Where's that mode? Just grab that, push that bit forward. So this is going to be yellow here. So the whole thing will make white. This will be the base. Then we'll go face mode, select all these ones. We'll make this one a new one called assign yellow. And then we'll grab all these ones here. I'm doing this kind of rough. Like normally I should be doing it in like another program and doing all this texture artwork and people. But it's like for a missile that you'll see for like 10 seconds. And I know you guys want to get onto the next sort of scene. So, and then we'll do this here like that. And then we'll select that and make it yellow. Make it orange, YF-12, make it orange. Yeah, I know. I think we'll stick with it white because it's a lot more believable. And we'll sign that. We'll make this one sort of a dark grey. And then it's nothing until here. And then we'll add in a new section here to just grab that. And oh, of course you're going to be a punish. Okay. Then we'll select all of these. And oh, why have we got, oh, we've selected that one. We'll make that the black color, and then we'll do this one here. That's good enough. And we'll select that as a face, and we'll make that black. Assigns. And then it comes to these awkward fins where I want to get this right. So let's just select. Is it going to let me select all of these? Great. If they're wrong, what we'll do is we'll just line these up a little bit better. And this one, we'll just line up like that. Just line that up like that. And it's got these weird things inside here. I'll just line that up like that. And then this one, can you let me control it? Oh, there we go. And there we go. There you go. What do you think about that? And then we'll add some text to it. So I'll just see this. You're off to get dinner. Thanks for subscribing, Jims. I appreciate you being here. There you go. Read some of the skunk works. There's a lot of stuff under development at the Skunk Works. I'm pretty damn sure that they've already got fighter jets. I reckon there was a new type of fighter jet, maybe the Aurora or something, that was flying in the 90s and early 2000s, and then they realized that it was like a test model, and then decided not to go ahead with it. And now we've got like something else, I reckon. So let's get some metal textures. So let's get just see if they've got a missile texture. Google's always your friend. Oh, look at this. I could have bought a missile pack that has 40 different missiles. Look at them all, but I don't see the one we want. Wow, these do look really, really good though. I'll have to keep that. That's for Unreal Engine. I'll keep that in mind for the future. Let's just see what we've got. If there's any sort of... We want like a metal sort of surface texture. So... machinery, like rocket textures. Here we go, rocket textures, something like this. There you go. Let's grab this one. I'm gonna pop this. This is called like a sort of a scratch file. So you'll see what we're gonna do in a minute. We're just gonna grab these and we're just gonna grab them there. Even though it's got Russian writing, don't worry, people aren't gonna see it up close. We can say it's a top secret Russian missile, and it can just be for you guys in the chat. I don't know how fast the AM-47 was actually designed, but we should see people clearly now starting to accept the white missile. Trust me. I would love to 3D print the stuff for my videos. I've looked into it. It's very sort of expensive to do. I wish there was a easier way to sort of do it, but I don't want a porthole. Why am I looking at portholes? It is just... It's difficult to do sort of 3D printing, especially for the stuff that's kind of relatively as complex as what sort of we do here on the channel. So I'm grabbing this. This is also just going to be a texture that we can use just if we want to just wrap up the whole thing in this. And we'll just chuck that there because we don't need this. Just to get as much information as possible. And then let's just get one more thing, maybe for the warhead, or like something that says not rescue. I want rescue, but I want like danger. Danger. Metal. No, not this. Danger rocket. No, that's dumb. Oh, that's cool. Explosives. Yeah, I really want to see the... Yes, Top Gun Maverick did actually get people from Skunk Works to do stuff for the... the video. They actually got them to design what they examine a futuristic aircraft to look like, and it literally was so realistic that apparently the Chinese were asking like, hey, what is this? Do you have like a new like high-end sort of thing like that? And they were just like laughing. You can imagine how ridiculous it was. Okay, I want to get some sort of decal. I imagine they wouldn't put danger explosives like a warning sign on the actual missile because that's a little bit dumb. But I'm trying to find that like rocket arrow sign point thing. Like, no, not this. Where we had the rescue before. Rocket decal. Rocket. Rocket. A plane texture. Let's just see where we can find it in the planes. So, these are nice actually. I like these little textures. There we go. That's what I wanted. Let's just grab that and we'll just make it a little bit bigger so we can use it. All right, let's save this. File, save as, export as a PNG. And we'll call it Rocket Textures. Save. So what this is going to do is we're going to have a whole bunch of textures now that we can use in the actual rocket. And I'm just going to save this as its own separate thing as well. And we can go back and grab that other one as well that I really liked. Yeah, so I wanted this sort of rescue arrow thing, but I don't think we're going to find it. And we'll just grab that. Okay, so we've done all that hard work. Now let's do the actual sort of texturing. So we've got the base material, and we're going to, first of all, give it a sort of roughness map. So we will open up the thing that we just got, which is the scratched roughness texture. So we chuck that in. What does that look like? Does nothing. Okay. What about the roughness? Let's just, we actually need to go into the UV editing. And this is the texture for the SR, the YF-12. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so it's there, but we want to get it like a little bit more detailed. And then maybe just see what this actually looks like. It's like a little bit too clean, wouldn't you guys agree? So we go into shading, and then if we just chuck that straight into the base color, what does that look like? You see, that's made it too like rough, but I actually don't mind it. So what I might do is make another one, and we'll do a mix shader here, and then we'll just chuck that in there, and then we'll chuck that into there. So there'll be like a mix, and you can see that I can control it. So we'll just give it a little bit of a texture like that. So then that's like a little bit more sort of interesting. Then we'll get this part sorted. Excuse me. 1 second, guys. And I'll just read the chat. So let's see. Apparently, yep, I loved your live stream when you introduced the new channel. Hey, you said you hate planes. Yes, that was a lot of fun. I do hope you guys are enjoying the new space channel. If not, there is a link on one of my other videos for it. There's a carrier proposal out there that could be neat videos that talk about the YF-23. I've actually got that video coming out very soon. I'm doing the YF-23. Like, the video's done. I literally just need to like upload it and put it live. I think people who are sort of Patreons are going to see that first. And then, actually, we want this to just be exhaust. And this is just going to be, because it's going to be a flying missile, so we'll just put it up as a thing here. So it'll just be a big bright light coming out the back there. But I actually do want to make this black as well. Okay, I'm gonna also probably do something for the base material here. 1 second. I apologize, everybody. I'm a little bit sort of sneezy. Oh, and it looks like I'm starting to run out of power on the camera that I've got going up here. So my actual video camera might disappear. So I do apologize for that. But we'll just see how we go. And now I know that it's missing. It's only on one of these fins. So let's just do the other one. You know what? It really might just be worthwhile to just scrap all the others and just redo them, and then just go. I'm being very lazy here today. X 180. Oh, I could just, yeah, I don't know. Hold on 1 second. I do shift, cursor to selected, and then I go this one and go, yeah. Ah, fuck it. I don't care. Oh, excuse me. My language. Okay, I don't know what I've done there. So now you can see what the amount of effort that goes into these videos. So I hope that you guys do appreciate the how much the team and myself put into the videos that you see on the channel. There we go. Now we should have a pretty good looking missile. For something that you're only going to see for a split second. Oh, though, let's put on some text, because people do like text here. And so we'll just do, this is how easy it is. You just do it in this mode here. What was it? The AIM 47, right? And I believe I have a font. I just accidentally closed the chat there. I apologize, everybody. Let's see, Nick, what are you making now? I'm making the AIM 47 missile to add to this thing. Let's see, the font. Let's see, I have fonts. So if I go to my asset folder, fonts. There goes fonts. Here we go. And I should have a military one. Nope. Nope. Airstrike. Nope, nope. Nope. Just looking for it. Antonio Sands. Here we go. Okay, it doesn't do... There we go. And then we'll just make it a black color. And then we'll make it... This is a cool trick. We go here and we'll just make it a bit smaller. Actually, I do wonder, the font, it is bothering me something slightly. Do we have a... This one. There we go. That's a bit better. And then, do we have a dash? We do. There we go. AIM 47. And then we go here and go shrink wrap, and this will shrink it to the actual the thing, and then we just got to push it so it's a little bit out there. There we go. AIM 47. So look, it's not incredible. It's not like I'm not going to win any awards for this missile, but it's like good enough, I think, for what we want to achieve. Although there is a trick we can also do, which is adding a we can add in a... Wait, what have I just done? Which one am I? Yeah, the base model. We'll add in this texture. Is it loading? Okay, see, that's just weird, but what we'll do is we'll add it to the normal, and we'll make it a bump map. And a normal. Oh, I always get that one wrong. Oh, there you go. See, it's now added these sort of textures to it. Like that. It's got the scratches, and it's got also this other textures, so it actually looks a bit more realistic. And was that the correct one that we wanted to use? Yeah. Okay, you see that's like that, and then if we go into this mode here, we should see, oh, that's a bit funky. Isn't that funky? Okay, so let's put it into the roughness then. But it is something that you are literally going to see for 2 seconds. Okay, great. So now that we've got the cylinder, we'll call this the AIM-47. We're going to now add it to the scene, and we're going to get it going. So everybody who's just joined in the last minute's going to probably be like, what the hell's going on here and stuff like that. We're now going to go back into our actual mode here, and we're going to add this to the rocket. As you can to the now you see that's too big. That's what you were thinking before when you were talking about the ICBM version that was carried underneath. There was sort of a version like that, but you can imagine that's a ridiculously too big. So let's just see how big this needs to be. I'm just going to switch off the landing gear. There we go. So it was like this. And so if you're new to us here today, the ones that... Where's the other scene? Didn't we have a... Oh, I've lost the camera. Don't worry, everybody. I've lost the camera. But that's too bad. But we'll bring it back in a minute. Unfortunately, I don't have sort of a backup camera today, but there was a shot that I wanted to sort of this one here. That's what we're recreating today. So we'll just pop that there, and then I will just so I can see that on the side, and then we can see what we're doing. Great. Yes, rip camera. Oh, thank you for coming from India. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to start off, and we'll call this file save as, and we'll call this missile launch. And it should be inside here to begin with. So we're going to pop that in like that. And then what we'll do is we'll animate these doors. And then we'll go... We'll animate these doors open at... What do you reckon? 50 frames? So that's like 2 seconds. Like that, you see? And there's the missile. So, if the camera was like that. I prefer the camera like that, to be honest. It's a bit more aggressive. We'll get rid of this tracking. Okay, we're setting up the camera. Like this. Maybe actually a bit closer. And then Okay, I don't know why people are talking about furries in the chat, but it's a little bit strange. But anyway, whatever people's doing. Let's just kind of keep this on the topic. I can see... Yeah, I can see a lot of people talking about it. Okay, anyway, so the missile is quite big. You can see it's probably about as tall as a person. That's how big the missile is. You can see a guy there. How do I go backwards without having to click the actual button? I should get the... Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, so then this missile here, we're going to make it go from 100. So the doors open, and then the missile goes... Or maybe it sits there for a minute, and then it goes down, and then to the future. Bye. But you'll see when we do it, you'll see that it's like the missile goes through the plane. So these poor pilots are getting hit by their own missile. So what we've got to do is we've got to make it that the missile comes back, because missiles like fall backwards before doing it. So it goes like that. And then we'll do 400 frames. So it's just a quick shot. Boom, like that. Okay, so let's now add the explosion to it. So I already have an explosion sort of set up for it. Oh, what happened to the back of the missile, guys? Did I accidentally do something when I was making it? Oh dear. Let's just quickly fix that then. I must have accidentally deleted it when I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Then we go... Oh, actually... Okay, there we go. And we're going to import a thing here. Hello, thank you for checking in from Indonesia. And we're going to find the rocket launch. Rocket launch Air 2. Let's try this one. And we'll start this from... When does it pop out? So it pops out from... So we'll say 230 for this rocket launch. And you guys will see what I'm doing in just a minute. So this is the rocket. And so we'll just line this up, and then I'll put this on this mode here so you can see. And you can see it's way too big, so we're just going to make this explosion down a little bit more. So I use volumes for a lot of my 3D work now, because I feel like it looks a lot better. Let's see, that's just crazy fire, so we're going to make that go absolutely crazy as well. And then we're going to line this all the way up, because it's quite far. Oh, it's not far, it's far sideways. There we go, and now we go into the shading mode, and we have to actually give this thing fire. So we're going to change the flames, we're going to increase the black body intensity, and then we go 10,000 degrees. And you can see that's actually adding the color of the fire there. Okay, the D22 And the M21. Yeah, I do know the M1. Ah, hey Daniel, I'm from Sydney as well. Whereabouts are you in Sydney? I learned about the YF-12 during the Mustard's SR71 video. It's a great video. So is 3D going to a game? No, it's going for an animation for my YouTube channel. It's a bit bright. And then what we'll do is, there we go. And we'll turn down the density of the smoke. So it's a little bit less like, okay, maybe 15,000. Because I do want some color, but I don't necessarily want this smoke. We'll put a bit there. Okay. So layout. Let's just have a look. Gotta love the camera shake, losing the actual. We'll go back to this. And we're going to actually attach that. We're going to parent them together. Oh, this is getting very annoying, this white background. Let's just change the world background to something a little bit more exciting. We'll just do... Should we do nighttime? Let's do nighttime. Some people suggested that we do sort of a night scene. I've got this pack here, and we can do sunrise low. There we go. So now it's like firing a missile at nighttime, and then that glow will really light up everything. So this should start at 220. And then when it reaches 400, it should be... I like to do this stretch. So it makes it like really sort of stretch out. I'll just make sure that this is aligned correctly. There we go. And so we should have a whole bunch of fire lighting up like that. So then the scene should be doors open, rocket comes out, and now we'll just animate the camera. We'll do for this first one. I'll just save it. For the first one, what are people saying? I should do a documentary of some sort. Well, I just do it all the time, so I pretty much do documentaries, which is fun. Okay, so then we'll go to this one. Will start off like looking far away. So it's like a zoom in camera push, and then it drops out, and then we will do this and do this, and we'll just push back like this. And we'll push back some more as well. And then what I would like to do is select all of this and make this. And then if am I going to really... I don't think I'm going to really stuff up some things here. But it should give us the ability to make it go... no. Start... And then we're going to make it like the whole thing peel off. Right. This is a very dark scene. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add in a light, a sun lamp. Have I already got a sun lamp in the scene? Sometimes I always end up adding in 2 sun lamps. I'm going to give it like a yellowish sort of glow from the morning. And let's just double check. No, there's no... Oh, there is another sun lamp, but we'll just delete that one. And then we'll also increase... I know it's very dark, but we'll also increase the strength of the morning. There we go. And that's how we make a sort of a scene. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this thing. So this video is... This is now like... done. It's going to be a little bit hard. I'll see if I can play it. but you can kind of, and I'll switch off these things. So you can kind of, this is what we've made today. This is a very rough sort of look at it. So it drops out, then it goes kapow, and then launches off as the jet flies off. And we'll add in some smoke. We'll add in, I should already have some clouds that are like sort of going past. So you can see that sort of, what we might do is actually just raise up those clouds a little bit. So in the shading viewport here, I have a control that I've done to raise these clouds. Do you see how, and now they're up there like that. And I'll just make them a bit, just a bit, is this controlling, oh, okay, this does control the color. Because they're a little bit unnatural. Okay, well, maybe not that one then. So you get these like clouds, because then you get that sense of movement, like he's going super duper fast. And I've also, of course, got the I've got the fighter jet engines in the back here, which you're not going to see, because this is all you actually see is just this. So we actually do want to. Oh, and we should also close up these things again. Oh, and these should have been, these engines are now floating. Look at the floating engines, guys. Lovely. We'll just connect it to that, and then it should be good to go. What did you guys think of that? Yes, I'm doing a video on the Northrop RQ-180 drone on the British iceberg ships. Yes, I definitely need to do that. The problem with the Aurora is that it came from Aviation Week, who have a bad track record with leaked stuff. Yeah, I believe the Aurora was actually the either the B-2 bomber. It was just labeled as Aurora as like a code name in a document, and so then everybody like lost their mind thinking that it was incredible, when really it was not necessarily a crazy different thing. It was something that we've already seen. Yeah, definitely check out Blender if you want to. I think it's a really great program to use. Okay, so there we go, guys. That's pretty much the live stream for today. So if you have any other questions, let me know, because otherwise I think thank you so much for joining me, and this is the final sort of render that we sort of got away with. Well, guys, I'll just wait for the chat to catch up, and then I'll end the stream. It's always a bit awkward when I end the streams and I'm still just waiting. Yes, I was correct. Yep, the B2. Oh, and then you can see how crazy the streams are. So we actually just might go into the compositing tool here and just turn down the threshold a bit of the maybe just fog glow. Great, thank you so much for watching. This video will be out hopefully at the end of the month. We'll have to see what happens. Thanks again, guys. Thanks.